4, please. Yeah, Ukanon, that they'll call John, 6:44. Apostle might come on over there. Let's see something. And goodness, I want to do this. All right, let's see how they work out. Your Ukanon, that they'll call John 6:44. Then we'll look at Romans 15:4 since I left it up there. Some kind of way we'll see how this work out. Listen to the book.
No east can come to me.
No man can come unto me.
Except the Abba, which has sent me, draw him.
Listen what I except the Abba which has sent me, draw him. Listen.
And I will raise him up at the last yom.
And I'll raise him up at the last yom.
It is written in the Nabaim.
So that's written in the Nabaim.
And they shall be all taught of Elohim.
Listen what happened.
Every each, therefore, that hath heard
and
hath learned of the Abba.
The what?
Cometh unto me.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. At the book of Romans chapter 15 and verse 4, other one going to get me that all ahad dabarim. They'll call Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 4. This is Romans chapter 1 15 at verse 4. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime.
See that? For whatsoever things are written aforetime.
Were written for our learning.
It was written for our learning.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
One day I get a chance, I'll teach y'all something about that. I'll teach y'all about that. You don't know it yet, because I ain't taught it to you, but I'll teach you about it. At the book of All Ahad Dabarim, chapter 1, verse 4. Other one going to give me the book of Abarim. They're going to call Hebrews, chapter 3, verse 1. I actually want 7, but I ain't heard 1 in so long. Let's try to refresh our memory. Listen to the book.
After he had slain Sihon, the Malach of the Amorites, which dwelt in Heshbon, and Og, the Malach of Bashan, which dwelt at Ashtaroth and Edrei, on this side Jordan, in the land of Moab, began Moshe to declare this law, saying, Yahuwah, our Elohim, spake unto us in Horeb, saying, Ye have dwelt long enough in this mount.
Y'all see that? You have dwelt long enough where?
In this mount.
What he wants to do?
Turn you.
And do what?
Take your journey.
Yeah.
And go to the mount of the Amorites.
Yeah.
And unto all the places nigh thereunto, in the plain, in the hills, and in the vale, and in the south, and by the seaside, to the land of the Canaanites.
That's good. At the book of the 3rd chapter of the book of Abarim. That's right. They call it Hebrews 3 and 1. Relatives. Listen.
Wherefore, Hudash Aki, partakers of the Shamayim calling, consider the apostle and high Kohan of our profession, Mashiach Yahusha,
yes,
who was faithful to him that appointed him, as also Mashah was faithful in all his house.
And we learned that first about him. So you know what, Brandon, when you just told us to consider him, right? Then you told us, what you told us about him again?
Who was faithful to him that appointed him.
Stop right there. Compared to who? Compared to what? Huh? Compared to who? Compared to what? That's how important it is for us. We had to look at a man like that. That's how we look at him. We grade him based off Mushah. That's what he told her. He said he was faithful in all his house, even as who?
As also Mashah was faithful in all his house.
See, just like he was faithful in all his house. Listen what happened.
For this Ish was counted worthy of more kabud than Mashah.
Hold what you got at the 5th chapter of the book of Yehukanan. Now we got to, now because see when stuff is said, can we just take that? Now I got to prove out some stuff now. Y'all got me working. Let's see. Now we got to work this out. Let's see how we're going to do this. Let me see. Let's look at all our Hadabarim, 18, 17. Before we get there, we'll get Bamot Bar 12 and 1. We'll kind of crisscross. You know what it make you do? It make you jump. That before some of the time. So we're going to do Bamot Bar 12 and 1. They're going to call it numbers. Then we'll jump and we'll get all our Hadabarim, 18 and 1. I hear a little. Listen.
And Marim and Aharon spake against Moshe because of the Cushite Ashah, whom he had married, for he had married a Cushite Ashah. And they said, hath Yahuwah indeed spoken only by Moshe? Have he not spoken also by us? And Yahuwah heard it. Now the Ish Moshe was very meek above all the Anashim which were upon the Panim of the Arats. And Yahuwah spake suddenly unto Moshe, and unto Aharon, and to Marim, come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out. And Yahuwah came down in the pillar of the cloud, and stood in the door of the tabernacle, and called Aharon and Marim, and they both came forth.
See that? He called them all, and they came forth. What happened?
And he said,
what did he tell them?
Hear now my Dabarim.
He wanted them to hear his Dabarim. What happened?
If there be a Nabah among you.
Y'all hear that? If there be a Nabah or whatever?
Among you.
If it be one among you.
I, Yahuwah, will make myself known unto him in a kazum.
Listen that. That's how he going to get it. A vision going to appear to him. What else happened?
And speak unto him in a dream.
He going to be asleep. That's the only way. If it's going to be one among you, that's the only way I'm going to show myself. That is the only way he going to see me. That's the only communication I'll have with him. If it be anyone among you, I'm going to reveal myself in these manners. A kazum. They can be awake and their eyes being open and fall into a trance, a kazum. Or they can be asleep in an unconscious state, and I can come and I can show them something. Anybody among y'all, that's the only way I reveal myself to them. Tell them what else.
My servant Moshe.
Y'all hear what he said? My who?
Servant Moshe.
My servant Moshe.
Is not so.
Tell me about him, son.
Who is faithful in all mine house.
That's why I had to check. So I just can't, unlike a lot of y'all, I just couldn't take what Brendan was reading over there. Something sparked me to say, according to what? That's how, you see, this is the difference, and I appreciate what she said, Erica. Like when she stated something, she said, Animal Planet. I got to be able to go back to kind of check some where their statements come from or what's your evidence. You got me? So he let us know. Everybody that was among them, he said, this is the only way I ever talked to him. This is the only line of communication I have with anybody among you that's going to be in the bar. Any of them. I'm either going to you're going to be asleep in an unconscious state, and I'm going to speak to you. You're either going to be awake, and you're going to fall in a trance, which is still almost similar to an unconscious state. Y'all got me? This is the only way. But my servant Moshe is not so. And because of the fact he is faithful
in all mine house,
in every duty that I've committed to him. Listen.
With him will I speak mouth to mouth.
That's how I talked to him. Moshe, and he said Yahuwah. That's how we communicate. I don't do this with anybody else. So now when we'll finish and go back. So when Brandon was reading this, he told us to consider him who was faithful in his house, as was Moshe. And then told him he was counted of more honor. So I definitely got to look at that. You got to think the three that we have set here that actually speak to us, the three that they revealed, which were Mushah, Marine, and Aharon, then you looking at them and then they'll tell you, listen, the man came and told us he not like us. Don't in any wise say he was like us. Because how Yahuwah communicate with him is totally different from how he deal with us. Y'all got me?
Yes, sir.
So that's why we can look at this man being counted more honor. That's how important our law. Whatsoever things are written aforetime, written for our, that we through patience come to the script. Well, if Yahuwah worked for Mushah the way he did for him, what will he do for this man? Give me a greater hope. Listen what else he told us.
With him will I speak mouth to mouth,
Listen what else happened.
even apparently, and not in dark speeches.
I don't talk to him in no martial. It's not in no riddles with him. Listen.
And the similitude of Yahuwah shall he behold.
Yeah.
Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moshe?
And you know what? The people should have really considered what they were saying about Yahusha. In the 12th chapter, book of Mattiyahu, when the man worked, you know they say he did it. But by Beelzebub, a prince of the devil. Now, if this man was counted more honor than Mushah, and he came to tell them, you weren't afraid to say nothing against him. Y'all weren't scared when y'all were talking against Moshe. And this man is counted of more honor? A little deeper than what you think, ain't it? Yeah. Oh, that's all right. Let's go to all our hot dabarim that they're going to call Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 7. I said 16, 18, 16. The other, I keep going to get me the 9th chapter of the book of Oriyah. They're going to call Luke and 35. 9 and 35. Oriyah. Listen to the book.
According to all that thou desirest of Yahuwah thy Elohim in
Y'all see
Horeb,
that? According to everything y'all desire of him in Horeb. Listen.
in the Yom of the assembly, saying, let me not hear again the voice of Yahuwah my Elohim,
What happened?
neither let me see this great fire any more, that I die not.
Listen.
And Yahuwah said unto me, they have well spoken that which they have spoken.
Yeah.
I will raise them up in Abba from among their Aki.
See that? He just told them to do. I'm going to raise them up in the bar from among their Aki. Uh-huh.
Like unto thee.
So, similar. Like. It's similar. He's going to be, so you know what's key for us, Brandon? The fact he didn't say, I'm going to raise them up in the bar and keep going. Because if he said, I'm going to raise them up in the bar, there's only a two-way of communication. You see how you got to pay attention to your law? But what was key for us? I'm going to talk to him mouth to mouth. You see what people miss? You'll miss that. Because he just told you I'm going to raise him up in the bar. Right. So what's your actual thing in the bar? There's only two lines of communication. It's got to be a kazum or it's got to be a dream. But then he said, like
unto thee.
Listen what else happened.
And will put my dabarim in his mouth.
And what happened?
And he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
Listen.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my dabarim,
Yeah.
which he shall speak in my name,
Tell him what's going to happen.
I will require it of him.
One writer said he's going to smitten them. He's going to smitten you right out the face of the arise. He's going to require it. That whatever I command him is amar. Amar means also to speak and to answer. I'm going to amar. I'm going to speak to this man. And this man is going to speak to me. And he's going to speak to you. He's going to be just like you. You think that Mushah thought there was a riddle? Couldn't. He just said, I don't speak to him in no dark speeches. He understood exactly what he just told you. Guess who else does that? So does Yahusha. Mushah understood exactly what he said. I'm going to raise you up, spring up, out of the ground. That's why he came out of the cave. He's going to spring up just like Adam did. And he's going to come from you. We should have been looking, which means he was going to gender out from us. He was coming from the tribes. He was from the Matah, coming from us. Listen, he understood this. Let's see what happened here in the 9th chapter of the book of Oriyah. Oriyah, they call Luke chapter 9, verse 35. Brandon, pick me up at your Ukanan, that they're going to call St. John 5 and 39. Then we'll try to come back and I guess finished that Abarim chapter 3, some kind of way. Listen to the book.
And there came a voice out of the cloud, saying, This is my beloved Ben, hear him. And when the voice was past, Yahusha was found alone. And they kept it close and told no ish.
Back me up and make it verse 32, 31.
Yes,
9 and 31. Listen.
who appeared in Kabul and spake.
30. I'm sorry, 30. Make it 29. Listen.
And as he followed, the fashion of his countenance was altered, and his raiment was white and glistening. And behold, there talked with him two Anashim.
Like whom?
Which were Moshe and Al-Yahu.
Y'all see that? Who talked with him?
Two Anashim.
Two Anashim talked with him. Like who?
Which were Moshe and Al-Yahu.
Listen.
Who appeared in Kabul and spake his decease, which he should accomplish in Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
And Cuff and they that were with him were heavy with sleep. And when they were awake, they saw his Kabul and the two Anashim that stood with him. And it came to pass, as they departed from him, Cuff said unto Yahusha, Master, is it ta'u for us to be here?
What will happen?
And let us make 3 tabernacles.
Like who?
One for thee,
Uh-huh.
one for Moshe,
Yeah.
and one for Al-Yahu.
What happened?
Not knowing what he said.
What happened?
While he thus spake, there came a cloud and overshadowed them, and they feared as they entered into the cloud.
Uh-huh.
And there came a voice out of the cloud saying,
What?
This is my beloved Ben.
And whom?
Hear him.
Oh, hear him. That's good. That's good. Because you're looking at building up another house for these men. But it was instructed not to do that. You need to hear him. This is the one he said, I'm going to raise up. I'm going to put my dabarim in his mouth. And you're going to have to hear it. And everybody that don't do it and take his instruction, I'm going to inquire of you. You're going to be required. It's going to come back again, and it's going to be against you. At the 5th chapter, book of Yahusha, 5:39. Again, which y'all already know, Musa just saw the similitude of Yahuwah. That's why he appeared there with him.
Yeah, right.
That's how he come back and confirm his word, though. Yes, sir. The mere fact Musa was dead. Everybody go back to take it. You ask any Israelite church, they're going to tell you the same thing. They're going to go and take it when he was in the cliff, he covered his hand, and you're an idiot. Because he couldn't have seen it. He did not see it. He said, when I pass by, I'm going to let you see all my kabul. He never told me he was going to see him. He said, you can't look at it. He said, no, you can look on me and live. That's right. But I do this, I let you see a similitude. And that's why he put himself in a man. Brought that man all the way back just so he can confirm his dabarim. And you know what? It's important for people to believe that that's what he saw when he was in the cliff of the rock and a hand would cover him. That he's seen it. Wouldn't make sense. Because this is when he confirmed his covenant. Listen to the book.
Search the scriptures, for in them ye think ye have eternal life.
Tell him what happened.
And they are they which testify of me.
That's how we know we're talking about him. When Musa and all Yahoo were there, we already know we're talking about him. The scripture taught me this. The scripture taught me this. And if I search the scripture and I found salvation, I don't know this, I ain't even saved. He said, you think you saved. And the book talk about me. Tell him what happened.
And you will not come to me.
For what reason?
That you might have life.
And I told you now, if everybody don't hear his dabarim, I'm going to require it of you. And we talked about in the 6th chapter here, when he says written in the body, they all going to be taught of him. Each therefore they heard and learned, what they do? Now he just told us right here that you will not come unto me.
That you might have life.
This is the only thing I'm going to use to draw you. I ain't going to use nothing else to draw you. Everybody good? Yes, okay, I'm trying to tell the people. You got to have, even the woman at the well had enough sense to realize that. If he wanted some water, she said, you ain't got nothing to draw with. And the well is deep. You know how far down these people are? He let her know that the dabarim can come and pull a man or woman out the grave. This wasn't a well where you sit here in the water right here. He talking about, how you going to do that? The well is deep. He was trying to get ma'im. The ma'im also refer to who? The people. These people deep in their sin. What do you have to pull these people out? Because they thought it was a story about drinking some natural H2O. That man pulled people all the way out the grave. What you got? That same 5th chapter you got, Brandon, jump up and give me the 17th verse. That'd be fine. 17 be fine. It's all the same dabarim. Listen to the book.
But Yahusha answered them, My Abba worketh hitherto,
Yeah.
and I work.
What happened?
Therefore the Yahudim sought the more to kill him,
Listen why.
because he not only had broken Shabbat,
Listen.
but said also that Elohim was his Abba,
Doing what?
making himself equal with Elohim.
Listen.
Then answered Yahusha and said unto them, Aman, aman, I say unto you, the Ben can do nothing of himself,
But what happened?
but what he seeth the Abba do.
Yes.
For what things soever he doeth,
Yeah.
these also doeth the Ben likewise.
Listen.
For the Abba loveth the Ben,
Did he do what?
and sheweth him all things that himself doeth.
Listen.
And he will shew him greater works than these,
Why?
that ye may marvel.
See? Come on.
For as the Abba raiseth up the dead,
Uh-oh. What happened?
and quickeneth them,
What happened?
even so the Ben quickeneth whom he will.
So that's the same thing happened when we saw who that? All Yahoo? He did the same thing. I'm sorry, your call. He did the same thing. When he spoke to the dead bone, to the dry bone. They were dead. Who know where the bone was? They was in the valley. You ain't gonna believe it. It was deep. He asked them, could these bones live? A valley. That's a low part. So when the woman saw Yahusha, she looked nowhere. She realized, you don't have nothing to draw with. He did, the Dabarim. That's what we learned right here. Every man, therefore, that had heard and learned. They gotta come. That's how the dead gonna come. Listen what he told us.
For the Abba judgeth no ish,
But did what?
but hath committed all judgment unto the Ben.
Where we learn that from? Yahusha. Yahusha. When Pharaoh had gave him his ring, he committed all to him. He left all that in Yahusha's hand. When they tried to come to him, he told them, go to him. Whatsoever he say, do. Who else we learned to do that? Marim did the same thing. That's right. Marim did the same thing. She told him when they wanted wine, you got to go back and see him. Everybody had to go back and see him. If you try to go to the Abba, if you actually had a communication with the Abba, he'll do the same thing. I'll tell you, he'll send you back to the Son. Listen, he's going to bet you right. You don't have no communication. Any people telling you they got a direct communication with you, you couldn't have. You're going through the Son. That's the problem we got with people. And we learn that because we are natural people. He set everything up to be committed into the hands of the being. The only way we understand it because of Yahusha. Listen, there's no way to phantom this in your natural mind because you're dealing with something of a ruach. The only way we can understand it is from a man's standpoint. That's the only way. It didn't make sense. It does not make sense that he is son of him and he got rule and he still is. It don't make sense. You ain't going to believe it, though. When Yahusha had the rule, it didn't take nothing away from Pharaoh.
Right.
He was still Pharaoh. Yep. We have to know that as a man. The problem people wrestle with now is trying to figure out these two deities. If they got them as two deities. It's just hard to figure them. And it don't make sense when you can just have one. It does make sense. As much as he saw, he was wise in his judgment. As much as he could see what's been revealed, what's been given to him, it only makes sense to commit it to his hand. And it's only for a time period. After everything was accomplished and they had come through the famine, he was going to set and he was going to give it all back to Pharaoh. Y'all all right? Yes, well, our book taught us the same thing in 1 Corinthians 15 chapter. It said when everything had been subdued unto him, then even the Ben is going to be subject to Pharaoh. I'm sorry, to Elohim. Yep. That he can be all in all. All he did by giving him his ring and he gave him a part of his rule. That's all he gave him, a part of his authority. Allow him to execute. So when we hear this, we understand it. The people he would have spoke to would have understood his speech. Because of the fact they were people that already know. The history that we knew most about was Mitzrayim. We already knew about Yahusha. That's how we found favor. Just like you in captivity now, through not Yahusha, you know him now, but through Yahusha, we found favor. All right. Listen to the book.
For the Abba judgeth no ish, but hath committed all judgment unto the Ben.
Listen.
That all Anashim should honor the Ben.
How?
Even as they honor the Abba.
See that? They had to honor Yahusha just like they honor Pharaoh. They had to do it just like they honor Pharaoh. You know what you got. Barashit, we got to work this out. Barashit 43. Let's not do this. Let's do 42 first. Barashit. No. 40. See if it's 40 and 20 first. Well, y'all think if I were the best at this thing. Let me have 40 or 19. Listen to the book.
Yet within 3 yamim shall Pharaoh lift up thy head from off thee, and shall hang thee on a tree, and the birds shall eat thy flesh from off thee. And it came to pass the third yom, which was Pharaoh's birthday, that he made a muhadi unto all his servants, and he lifted up the head of the chief butler and of the chief baker among his servants. And he restored the chief butler unto his butlership again, and he gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand. But he hanged the chief baker, as Yahusha had interpreted to them. Yet did not the chief butler remember Yahusha, but forgot him. Chapter 41.
Come on.
And it came to pass at the end of 2 full years that Pharaoh dreamed, and behold, he stood by the river. And behold, there came up out of the river 7 well-favored kine and fat flesh, and they fed in the meadow. And behold, 7 other kine came up after them out of the river, ill-favored and lean flesh, and stood by the other kine upon the brink of the river. And the ill-favored and the lean flesh kine did eat up the 7 well-favored.
Where we learn it from? With Yaakov. We learned this with Yaakov when he was with Laban.
Right.
Yaakov was keeping Laban's sheep. And he took the lean and the stricken one. And they became fatter than the other ones.
Right.
Now he's telling us about now how the one that was in the famine was going to come and it was going to consume the fat. It was going to take all the goods. Everything was going to be gone because the yields were going to be that drastic for them. Yaakov wouldn't have known what was going on. He sat here and he kept his sheep, and the weaker ones became greater, showing you the famine was going to overtake your better years. Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Y'all get your teacher. Listen to the book.
So Pharaoh awoke, and he slept and dreamed the second time. And behold, 7 ears of corn came up upon one stalk, rank and good. And behold, 7 thin ears, and blasted with the east wind, sprung up after them.
Yeah.
And the 7 thin ears devoured the 7 rank and full ears.
Yeah.
And Pharaoh awoke, and behold, it was a dream. And it came to pass in the morning.
Who that made Pharaoh? What that made him? A Nabal. How someone speak to him? And this is in a marshalling. This is in a dark speech. That's why he don't know what's going on. I'm speaking to him in dark speech. Listen.
And it came to pass in the morning that his ruach was troubled. And he sent and called for all the magicians in Mizraim, and all the wise anashim thereof. And Pharaoh told them his dream, but there was none that could interpret them unto Pharaoh.
Listen.
Then spake the chief butler unto Pharaoh, saying, I do remember my faults this yom. Pharaoh was wroth with his servant, and put me inward in the captain of the ward's house, both me and the chief baker. And we dreamed a dream in one night. And I and he, we dreamed each according to the interpretation of his dream.
What happened?
And there was there with us a young Ish, an Abari, servant to the captain of the guard. And we told him, and he interpreted to us our dreams. To each Ish, according to his dream, he did interpret. And it came to pass, as he interpreted to us, so it was. Me he restored unto mine office, and him he hanged. Then Pharaoh sent and called Yahusha, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon. And he shaved himself and changed his raiment and came in to Pharaoh.
Listen.
And Pharaoh said unto Yahusha, I have dreamed a dream, and there is none that can interpret it. And I have heard say of thee that thou canst understand a dream to interpret it.
Yeah.
And Yahusha answered Pharaoh, saying, It is not in me. Elohim shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace, of shalom.
Listen.
And Pharaoh said unto Yahusha, In my dream, behold, I stood upon the bank of the river, and behold, there came up out of the river 7 kine, fat flesh and well favored, and they fed in a meadow. And behold, 7 other kine came up after them, poor and ill favored and lean flesh, such as I never saw in all the land of Mizraim for badness. And the lean and ill favored kind did eat up the first 7 fat kine. And when they had eaten them up, it could not be known that they had eaten them, but they were still ill favored as at the beginning.
Yeah.
So I awoke, and I saw in my dream, and behold, 7 ears came up in one stalk, full and good. And behold, 7 ears withered, thin, and blasted with the east wind, sprung up after them. And the thin ears devoured the 7 Taub ears. And I told this unto the magicians, but there was none that could declare it to me. And Yahusha said unto Pharaoh, the dream of Pharaoh is one. Elohim have shewed Pharaoh what he is about to do.
Yeah.
The 7 Taub kind are 7 years, and the 7 Taub ears are 7 years. The dream is one, and the 7 thin and ill-favored kind that came up after them are 7 years. And the 7 empty ears blasted with the east wind shall be 7 years of famine. This is the thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh.
Yeah.
What Elohim is about to do, he sheweth unto Pharaoh.
How we learn that? In our Amos. Surely Yahuwah does nothing except he revealed it to his servant in the Bible. That's how we learned it. You learned it from Amos, but Yahusha just told us that. What he's getting ready to do, he revealed it to his servant, to the servant in the Bible, to the Nabaim. Listen.
Behold, there come 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land of Mizraim.
Yeah.
And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine.
What happened?
And all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Mizraim.
Listen.
And the famine shall consume the land.
Listen.
And the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of that famine.
People going to forget about the good times. Listen.
For it shall be very grievous.
See that? It's going to be that bad. He told you when his lean ate the fat, had nothing changed. It was going to be that. It was going to stricken us that bad. It's going to be so bad when it come through and consume everything we got. It still ain't going to get no better. Listen.
And for that, the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice.
Why is that?
It is because
that's your law. It's got to be confirmed twice. Isn't that right? That's our law. You see that? All this is your law being put. That's why he showed it to him twice. That's your law. Listen.
It is because the thing is established by Elohim.
Listen.
And Elohim will shortly bring it to pass.
Listen.
Now therefore let Pharaoh look out a ish, discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Mizraim.
Yeah.
Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the 5th part of the land of Mizraim.
Listen.
In the 7 plenteous years, and let them gather all the food of those Taub years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities.
Listen.
And that food shall be stored to the land against the 7 years of famine,
yeah,
which shall be in the land of Mizraim, that the land perish not through the famine.
Now y'all see why we take up tithe. I've been told y'all gonna be a famine gonna come. I've been told y'all gonna come. That's why he set it up. He already knew it. Y'all get caught up. Y'all get these fat income tax checks. You know, realize your ass gonna be in so much trouble. By the way, ain't gonna make no sense. Y'all don't blow it up. 401k, saving, stock money, everything y'all got, y'all just blow it up. Cause you ain't got no sense to see. The thing with you who will do it, he done already showed it to me. I've been trying to tell y'all gotta make preparation. Y'all gonna find out when that famine come through and overtake us. You ain't gonna realize it gonna be real bad. He done told you, and except those that y'all mean should be short, ain't gonna be saved. It's gonna get real bad for us. This is going to be a constant for us. Why you think he put a storehouse up? This is the same problem he's showing Mizraim. You have a storehouse. They took up a field. He told us we take a 10th. Y'all people, I'll tell y'all the truth. Y'all kidding me. Y'all shit up somebody money don't make no sense. On stupid stuff. I rather waste mine on business. I gotta go for something. Y'all waste some money on shit, ain't got nothing to do with shit. You ain't gonna get shit back. You gonna be in a hellhole after a while. Y'all ain't got no brain. Our white folks just blood, they ain't got nothing. They're like, how y'all gonna make, you don't have nothing. This man sit here and tell y'all, listen, don't let these presidents fool y'all. The book told the book of Yahusha to say these people trust in lying word that cannot profit. These crackers lie. Anybody can, man, listen, it's nothing to force them numbers on stocks and everything. Don't listen to these people. Don't let these people drive them out of your pocket. Your money hadn't changed on your job. Start letting people lie to you. You know what you're getting paid. If it is, you need to be putting that up, not spending it. Come on, fill this up.
And the thing was Taub in the eyes of Pharaoh.
Listen.
And in the eyes of all his servants.
Listen.
And Pharaoh said unto his servants,
what did he tell them?
Can we find such a one as this is, a Ish in whom the Ruach of Elohim is?
In the book of Yahusha, y'all last night we were reading about that. We talking how they executed robbery and oppression among the people. And he talked about everything that was going on now. And you ain't gonna believe what he said he did. He said sought for an ish to stand in the gap, to make up the heads for the land that I should not destroy it. Because when that famine come through, it's going to take everything. That's what they were trying to tell you. That's why the same thing Pharaoh doing. It's the same thing he trying to tell you that's what he was doing. Because I'm going to come through here and I'm going to destroy this place. And I'm looking for an east to stand in the gap. I need somebody wise and discreet. Y'all will find out. Y'all will see. Y'all going to be in trouble. Y'all going to be in trouble. Y'all done played. Y'all done made a mess out yourself. And you keep doing, you keep thinking everything my responsibility. Y'all people better get conscious. Y'all better get conscious. Listen, finish this up.
And Pharaoh said unto Yahusha, for as much as Elohim hath shewed thee all this,
listen,
there is none so discreet and wise as thou art.
See that? What happened?
Thou shalt be over mine house.
And you know what we start out with? That's why he put Yahusha over his house. Because he was counted a more honor. Listen, man can see way down the road. Way down the road. Y'all people don't even... That man see so far out. You know what he did? He spaced us out. He spaced us out. And everyone he put, he gave us goods. You know why? Man can see way down the road. Jacob can do that. Just call him Yahusha. He's smart enough that he look at, I can see way down the road. Y'all people not conscious. Y'all play around. Y'all don't have no survival skills. A lot of y'all ain't got no survival skills. You ain't going to do what it takes. You just own the tape. You ain't going to make it long like that. Listen to the book.
Thou shalt be over mine house, and according unto thy debar.
And that's amazing. We start off there. Now he told the man, you're going to be over. Now Pharaoh put this man over his house. Musha will put over Yahuwah's house. But then he found a man that was counted of more honor than him. That's how you understand it. You got to understand it. Which means I done looked through everybody I got. I haven't been able to find nobody but him. The man came and told us in the 15th chapter of the book of Yahusha, hey, listen, the work he said done, ain't nobody ever did it. He told her that when he came on the scene. When he told you he had not come and spoken, you said you wouldn't have had no sin. So now you ain't got no clothes. He said, if I had not come and did the work that no other East done, that man I call all the musicians, everybody. Couldn't nobody tell him. He could only find what, that's how the man got the position. Nobody else couldn't do it. Come on, finish this up.
And according unto thy debar shall all my arm be ruled.
See that? The arbor judging no man committed all judgment to the ben. Listen.
Only in the throne will I be greater than thou.
And Yahusha told you that no man able to take him out of my hand. He said my arbor is greater than all. Because he was trying to show you the relationship like with Pharaoh and Yahusha. Trying to get you to understand the relationship with him being the ben. You can't be a ben without having an arbor. Y'all got it? The arbor is always going to be over the ben. All right, listen.
And Pharaoh said unto Yahusha,
what he said?
See, I have set thee over all the land of Mizraim.
Listen.
And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand.
And did what?
And put it upon Yahusha's hand.
Giving him authority. Listen.
And arrayed him in vestures of fine linen.
Same thing they did with Yahusha. They put him on a purple robe and a red robe. Listen.
And put a gold chain about his neck.
Listen.
And he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had.
Listen.
And they cried before him, bow the knee, and he made him ruler over all the land of Mizraim.
What happened?
And Pharaoh said unto Yahusha, I am Pharaoh, and without thee shall no ish lift up his hand or foot.
Y'all hear what he just told him? I'm Elohim, and without you shall no man do what?
Lift up his hand or foot in all the land of Mizraim.
Listen.
And Pharaoh called Yahusha's name Zaphnath Paneah.
Come on.
And he gave him a Nashah, a Senath, the Bath of Potiphar, the Kohan of On. And Yahusha went out over all the land of Mizraim.
Yeah.
And Yahusha was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, Malach of Mizraim.
So was Yahusha. Listen.
And Yahusha went out from the presence of Pharaoh and went throughout all the land of Mizraim.
What happened?
And in the 7 plenteous years, the Arats brought forth by handful.
And tell me how he shitted it all up. Come on.
And he gathered up all the food of the 7 years.
You say he went and spent it up as soon as he got his tax money?
And he gathered up all the food of the 7 years.
And did what with
which were in the land of Mizraim.
And they blowed it well?
And laid up the food in the cities.
He said, I ain't stupid. Wouldn't make sense to mess this up. I already know something coming behind it. Listen.
The food of the field, which was round about every city, laid he up in the same. And Yahusha gathered corn as the sand of the sea.
Listen.
Very much until he left numbering, for it was without number.
Where y'all get that from? Kazum told you that. He saw the people. He said it was like the sand of the sea. For multitudes. This is actually not about food. This is about people. He was gathering them up for the last union. These people kill a lot of time, man. You actually think this is about food? Finish up.
And until Yahusha were born 2 Bani, before the years of famine came, which Asniath, the Bath of Potipharah, the Kahan of On, bare unto him.
Listen.
And Yahusha called the name of the firstborn Manasseh. For Elohim said, he hath made me forget all my toil.
Yeah.
And all my Abba's house.
Yeah.
And the name of the second called he Ephraim.
Yeah.
For Elohim hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction.
And that became the name for Yasharal. Ephraim actually ruled over Yasharal. Because we were going to become fruitful. Listen.
And the 7 years of plenteous that was in the land of Mizraim were ended. And the 7 years of dearth began to come.
Listen what happened.
According to Yahusha had said.
What happened?
And the dearth was in all lands.
Listen.
But in all the land of Mizraim there was bread. And when all the land of Mizraim was famished, the arm cried to Pharaoh for bread.
And what happened?
And Pharaoh said unto all Mizraim,
I'm glad y'all called on me and remember who I am. What happened?
Go unto Yahusha.
Why?
What he saith to you, do.
So what you going to do when the dirt comes? Who you going to call on? Ghostbuster? You got to come right back and see him.
That's right.
He done committed all judgment to the Son. Everybody. He said, so that way you got to honor him just like you honor the Abba. The only way you going to understand that, you got to understand him. When it get tight, it get hard. You ain't going nowhere but where he told you. You got to come back and see him. Listen.
And the famine was over all the panim of the Iraq.
What happened?
And Yahusha opened all the storehouses and sold unto the Mizraim.
Listen.
And the famine waxed sore in the land of Mizraim.
What happened, Chris?
And all the countries came into Mizraim to Yahusha.
What happened?
For to buy corn. Because that the famine was so sore in all the land.
I told you, all these people going to follow me. Y'all going to see, they going to fall to us. Whole of rocks got to come. Everybody got to come see him. The whole world had to come. It started there. It's going to fall on the whole of rocks. Everybody had to come see him. Now they're coming by. The book done told them, buy the truth, sell it not. They got to come see me.
That's right.
Every one of his men, they got to come and see us. Listen.
Chapter 42.
Yeah.
Now when Jacob saw that there was corn in Mizraim, Jacob said unto his Bani, why do ye look one upon another?
Yeah.
And he said, behold, I have heard that there is corn in Mizraim.
That's right. They got to come see us. Y'all should all coming home.
Yes, sir.
They're going to have to come home.
They got to come
Come on, give me that 43rd chapter right quick. 43rd, 43, what I said, 43:19? Well, I said, we'll work it out.
Yes, sir.
Try to get y'all finished so I can clean up this other stuff and get y'all out of here. Listen to the book.
And they came near to the steward of Joseph's house, and they communed with him at the door of the house, and said, O sir, we came indeed down at the first time to buy food.
What happened?
And it came to pass, when we came to the end, that we opened our sacks, and behold, every each money was in the mouth of his sack, our money in full weight, and we have brought it again in our hand. And other money have we brought down in our hands to buy food.
Yeah.
We cannot tell who put our money in our sack.
Yeah.
And he said, Shalom be to you. Fear not, your Elohim and the Elohim of your Abba hath given you treasure in your sacks. I had your money. And he brought Simeon out unto them. And they each brought the Anashim to Yahusha's house. And they gave them Mayim. And they washed their feet. And he gave their asses provender. And they made ready the present against Yahusha. And they made ready the present against Yahusha came at noon, for they heard that they should eat bread there. And when Yahusha came home, they brought him the present which was in their hand into the house, and bowed themselves to him to the Arats. And he asked them of their welfare, and said, Is your Abba well? The old Ish of whom ye spake, is he yet alive? And they answered, Thy servant's Abba is in Taub health. He is yet alive. And they bowed down their heads and made obeisance. And he lifted up his eyes and saw his Aki, Benjamin, his aims Ben, and said, Is this your younger Aki, of whom ye spake unto me? And he said, Elohim be gracious unto thee, my Ben. And Yahusha made haste, for his bowels did yearn upon his Aki. And he sought where to weep. And he entered into his chamber and wept there, and washed his face, and went out, and refrained himself, and said, Set on bread. And they set on for him by himself, and for them by themselves, and for the Mizraim, which did eat with him by themselves.
Tell them why.
Because Mizraim might not eat bread with the Abarim.
Tell them why.
For that is an abomination unto Mizraim.
And your book said not that you should have fellowship with devils. But you'll sit down, you'll eat with anybody. It don't make no difference. A lot of stuff we picked up, we learned. Because they looked at you an abomination, something utterly detestable. So they had a law. They didn't eat with you. We got laws about us eating with different people.
That's right.
But y'all don't obey them. And just like Yahusha told about Musha, he said, Musha gave you the law. He said, not one of you keep it. When Cuff went in to go see Cornelius, he clearly told him, it was unlawful for us to even come into the house of another nation. Yep. We picked that up from now. You know what y'all do? Y'all flop y'all ass everywhere. He said, we don't just pop in nobody's house. That's amazing, ain't it? Yep. They had law, we had law. They had laws about eating, though we had law about even going into their house. That's what we taught. We didn't go in there. It was unlawful for us to enter into another Ish house. He said, Elohim had to show me to come. I can open that up for you, too, because you don't know how that worked. But I can tell you how that worked, too. We'll be covering a lot of ground. Now, I teach you how that worked, because that's the law. But I can show you how it worked. There's a lot of stuff we waste a lot of time doing. Why we don't try to keep any law this man tells us to do? Why everybody do better keeping their laws than we do? Come on to the 44th chapter so I can get through. 44, jump down 44, 12. Let's say that we want. Barashit. Listen to the book.
And he searched and began at the eldest and left at the youngest. And the cup was found in Benjamin's sack. Then they rent their clothes and laded every each his ass and returned to the city. And Yehuda and his Aki came to Yahusha's house, for he was yet there, and they fell before him on the ground. And Yahusha said unto them, What deed is this that ye have done? Want ye not that such a Ish as I can certainly divine? And Yehuda said, What shall we say unto my Adonai? What shall we speak? Or how shall we clear ourselves? Elohim hath found out the iniquity of thy servants. Behold, we are my Adonai's servants, both we and he also with whom the cup is found.
Yeah.
And he said, Elohim forbid that I should do so.
Sit down. What happened?
But the Ish in whose hand the cup is found,
what happened?
He shall be my servant.
How that work for us? Your law's already come up to tell you. He told you he visited iniquity of the hours upon the children to the third and the fourth generation. Then he come back and told you no more was the being going to die for the sins of the hour. He told you the soul that sinned, it shall die.
That's right.
So we were already set up on the premise. It didn't make sense to get all of it. He said, Elohim forbid that I make all of you do it, but the one whom I found it with, that's what I'm going to get. That's the same thing he told Mushah when he brought the people out of Mizraim. When he said, this arm has sinned a great sin. Matter of fact, he said, blot me out of your book what you read. But Yahuwah told him, no. He said, the one that sinned, that's who I'm going to blot out my book.
That's right.
That's what come out my Safar. He already been setting the premise. People think that he just came along and just started changing stuff. He didn't. He already set the premise up.
That's right.
All he was doing was just coming and acting a premise that already been set up. Sometimes you go to court and you'll see them do something. You don't realize it can be an old law that just hadn't been activated. Yeah. Already set this up. The soul that's sinning, It shall die. Come on, finish this up.
And as for you, get you up in shalom unto your Abba.
Listen.
Then Yahudah.
That's the same thing he told Mushah. He told him to go ahead and take the arm where he told him going to take him. Listen.
Then Yahudah came near unto him and said,
What did he tell him?
O my Adonai,
Yeah.
let thy servant, I applaud thee, speak a debar in my Adonai's ear.
Yes.
And let not thine anger burn against thy servant.
Listen.
For thou art even as Pharaoh.
See that? They just told her that's the same thing we see the son. When he told her, my Abba working hitherto and I work. That's why they took a stone to kill him. Because he just made himself equal. That's what Yahudah just told us. He never told us that. And why did he do it? Why did he tell us that? Why did Yahudah tell us this? Because your book told you, your law told you, let another man praise you and not your own lips. Yahusha would have never told you he was the same as Pharaoh. Your law came into play. Let another each praise you and not your own lips. He never told him he was the same as Pharaoh. He drew nigh to him. Tell him again what he did.
Then Yahudah came near unto him.
See, he came close to him.
And
said, and you said, and what did Yahusha say?
O my Adonai.
Yahusha said this?
Yahudah.
Yahudah said. And what did he tell him?
Came near unto him and said,
What did he say?
O my Adonai.
Tell him what?
That thy servant I applaud thee. Speak a debar in my Adonai's ear.
Like, why?
And let not thine anger burn against thy servant.
Listen.
For thou art even as Pharaoh.
So now you can see why the people became pissed when he told them, my Abba working hitherto and I work. The law came along and let you know already. When he told them that he do the same thing his Abba work, they already knew what he said, which means Yahudah. Yahudah is going to refer to us, the Yahudim. That's why they wanted to kill him. They just told him, you just made yourself equal with Elohim. Okay, don't worry about it. I just try to give y'all a little teaching. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. We'll come on at 5:39. We'll finish this up. Yeah, Ukana at 5:39. I hope y'all learned something. This is how we're going to be saved. Believing like the scripture said.
Yes, sir.
How many times, it's been so difficult. How many of y'all familiar with St. Patrick? St. Patrick Day? That's good. How many of y'all familiar with him? He was an Irish slave that became a priest. How many of y'all know what the clover stand for? Mean luck. Just damn wrong. The reason why you got the clover, because he's trying to show you something. Father, Son, Holy Ghost. It's a trinity. That's why you can't follow these crackers. That's what the clover is for. He was a priest. See, these bastards spent all their money, had your ass walking around with green. You don't even know what you're celebrating. You're celebrating three different deities. You're celebrating a Trinity God. And you just be doing shit, and your dumb ass walk around pinching people, making a fool out yourself, and don't even know what you even worshiping.
That's right.
That's why he told me in 4:20, you worship, you don't even know what you worship.
That's right.
He said, we know what we worship.
That's right.
Think about why they show you a 3-leaf clover. Because they're trying to show you Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Look at all these drunken crackers walk around celebrating getting drunk. You got to be drunk to do it. Because they believe in three gods. That's how they play with you. You know, they're thinking, I just wear green. I just like it. It's no harm in it because you're a damn idiot.
Yeah.
Everything they got. Okay. And so. That's how I spelled that, right? Who know what that is?
Charismatic.
Charismatic. Good. Tell me what that is, Brandon.
Charis.
Huh?
Charis, word for grace.
Can y'all hear him? Tell them again, they can't hear you.
Charis, the Greek word for grace.
That's Charis. She's a Greek goddess. And you'll see people tell you how you're charismatic.
Yep.
Sometimes people see you. Coming from me, I'm going to introduce myself. What's your name? Charmed to meet you. Heard that before? Good. That's luck.
Mm-hmm.
Magic. That's what they mean when they tell you they charm to meet you. Because it deals with magic and luck. To be charismatic is to be charis, which is charm, which also going to put you to luck and magic. You ain't going to believe what people say. Always glad to have my lucky charm. My magic.
Yep.
You know where that lucky charm shit come from? The Irish.
Yep. That's right.
Green stars and green clovers. These people play with you in your food. These folks mess us up every time. Cause how many of y'all didn't think nothing about no Lucky Charm cereal? Why would you?
Yep.
I didn't think, why would you? I know it look, pastor always go overboard. Yeah. But look the stuff up and see in my line. And they'll tell you, oh, he's charismatic. They should tell people charm to meet you. These damn people tell you I'm playing with magic. I use magic and luck. That's all they tell you about charm. That's why they have a lucky charm. Because I play with magic. I play with luck. Hey, you hit some shot, you ain't gonna be, man, you just lucky. Meaning your ass use magic.
Right. Yep.
You lucky son of a gun. Not smart enough. When that book tell her you can't be ignorant or say divisive, he'll get advantage. And he'll get us through our kids. They got little stuff going on and all this other stuff. I don't know. I don't know. It's just me. Don't worry about it. I'm always going to this stream. Y'all know it. These people make a fool out of us. They too smart. You know what's sad about this? All this stuff in your dictionary. Y'all got your phone, look it up. Why y'all gonna let me make a fool out of you? Do your etymology. That's how they play with us. This is how you can't sit around and keep thinking everything is harmless. They're theaters. You can't play with these people. This is a house of their God. Guess what theaters are known for? Their plays and skits. They go and do homages to their gods. Romeo and Juliet was a child sacrifice. Oh, that's a children's sacrifice for love. They'll ask, listen, colleges require reading. These white schools, I went back, we ain't never read this shit. I had to learn from somebody else. Not my school, you dumb as hell. We ain't have no time for that stuff. Yeah, he was Roman, he was a player. Damn sure wasn't finna kill. I don't know no player kill himself. That's gonna be enough. You call Roman, you was a player. Well, you ain't no player, you kill yourself. Ain't it? That's when you call President Romeo, you say, man, look at old Romeo. Man, how you hell you a player and you kill yourself out of one girl? Y'all ain't have sex. You're an idiot. I just tell you, man, these folks have, listen, these crackers are dangerous. I can't tell you people enough. How many of y'all heard charismatic or people saying be charismatic? How many had no idea what they were talking about? You just think it's like you got this aura about yourself. You do. You have this magic. You're into this luck and this charm shit. You walk around talking, oh, this charm on my necklace. You got to watch these people. These people are corrupt. What are we going to do with these people? Because you know what? We always think stuff is innocent. Stuff is just, I know stuff, listen, stuff y'all got to do, I tell you, it's like, man, I got to tell them kids they can't do that. Now we can't. If it's going to be detrimental to your soul, it's to your benefit. Go to the cinema. You ain't got to be in no theater. These crackers have a whole nother system. Stuff that you look at, you can't play with these people. You can't play with these people. These people got something else going on. Okay, y'all be playing around with these folks. You can't play with these people. These people, listen, their Greek mythology is always working. They're always creating Greek mythology, and they'll have your ass sitting up before you know you be doing homage and worship. What is that, Pantheon? A house of their gods? They got theater there called Pantheons. You'll go to shit. I wouldn't thought somebody say, man, we have a song going at the Pantheon. I wouldn't have thought twice about no shit like that. I wouldn't know this stuff is paying is something for God. If you don't know this Greek stuff, you won't know. Your ass will just be walking in this stuff the whole time. You'll be set up for destruction. They theos, that's their gods. They're paying the house. That's a house of gods. And your ass just sitting in here, you thinking, I mean, we doing it just chilling, you know what I'm saying? They're just playing music. Got you again, muse. To fool and deceive. Where else would you do that except in a house of gods? And you'll be sitting there innocent, not knowing nothing, and the whole time you get caught in him, that man come in just like Yahoo. If your ass in there, life for life. Ain't nobody escaping. Oh, what you gonna do? Everybody that was brought in there was sitting there, he said, all these worshipers a ball. Scan the room. If there be anybody that's of Yahuwah, get them out. And that's what I'm calling y'all now to come out. That's what
Yes,
they said.
sir.
Come out from among them.
That's right.
Bring a clean thing out of an unclean thing.
Yes, sir.
Because everything was left in there. Those were ball worshipers. Kill them.
That's right.
Think about your kids sitting down and they're in the Pantheon. That mean they in the worship, but that man come, kill them. Man, let me tell you something. Crackle's verbiage is so dangerous. And the scary part is we've gotten educated and we paid them to teach us shit. That you sat around and you saying and you think it's such intelligent speaking the whole time, your ass is speaking profanity. You don't believe what your book told you. No mention of no other God she can come out your mouth.
That's right.
That's profanity for you. They worry about me saying shit and damn. Damn is offering for blood. When you get back here, there's going to be a lot of damn. Damn going to be filling the street. Because you just let yourself go. You let your kid, your ass in everything. You got to start looking at these crackers. When they start using verbiage, look them up. Crackers, listen, they not saying, they don't just say stuff. Nothing they do is by accident. They just create no program and call it oracles. They knew when they done it what they was doing. These people just been setting us up. They are most dangerous. Y'all want to be friends, want to play with. These crackers, how you doing? Kind of them damn statue figurine in their house. But watch these crackers. Those are gods in their house. Those statues are gods in these people's house. Y'all better watch these people. I'm trying to tell you, better watch these people. You know what that book told about? We tear monuments down.
Yeah, that's right.
That book told us about the monument. Y'all want to ring your ass to watch. That shit forbidden for us.
Yep.
Listen, that's all Mitzrayim, that's all Greek shit and Roman stuff. They ain't got no business at no shit. I ain't going no stone. Listen, when I learn about it, damn Stone Mountain.
Yep.
Damn, they got some places I can go park and play. I ain't got to play with that shit. They'll tell you clear that's a monument. Your book teach you against those monuments. Not your stupid ass. You see a statue, your ass run right on up there to it. No, those are gods for these people. They reveal their gods with that stuff. Look at that shit all they got up on that stuff. That's why I told me, you got to stay away from these people. These people, they'll mess us up. Because we're innocent, and that's how they'll get us. They'll deceive us. For the sake of these white, that's why I'm telling you, white people are dangerous friends. I'm dangerous. I'm telling you, they know what they be doing. Toga parties, all that old shit. Walk around with a bed shit on, they keep reverting back. Niggas don't know nothing about no toga party. You learn that shit from white people. What the hell a nigga know? We had pajama party.
That's right.
Hell, you didn't have no pajama. You had on shorts.
That's right.
How party? These crackers be playing with toga party, putting wreaths around their head and shit. Okay. And you just be thinking that stuff just something. They're not playing. They're giving homages to their gods. They just all of a sudden just pop up with a sheet and a wreath on their head. And they start getting drunk. Your book told you about these banquets. Those banquets are drinking parties. He told you about that shit.
You're right.
You know what's amazing? I got people that play sport. Where you at? Don't y'all remember going to banquets?
Yep.
What they used to give y'all at these banquets?
Trophies.
Damn right. They already know what they do. It's to their gods. It's to commission their God. What that shit always got? A wreath. That shit always doing something, got wreaths and stuff on. They know what they doing. Because we just thinking, oh, they just give you this because we won. I know, because you're a dumbass. Yeah. White people know what it means. What the reef got to be on there for? They always put it on because it's Greek word. You just finished doing exactly what they're doing. And guess what you just finished doing? Eating and drinking to it. Because it's a God. Y'all people, man. How you have a bank when you ain't got no food and no drink?
That's right.
Because it's an homage to their gods. The plaque and the trophy sit on wood. So did Yahusha. They know why they use gold and silver. He told you it was going to be tried as gold is tried in the fire. These crackers know. What color? Where's your trophy? Gold. All wood? They're going to put gold and silver. Because he told you I'm going to try you just like gold and silver is tried. They know they got to put wood on it because that's the same thing he did. They knew the ark was in the wood. Y'all don't know shit. Playing with these people, they dangerous.
Dang.
My kid to get trouble. That's what I used to do when they were little. That shit to go in the trash. My wife, stupid ass sister, drove well there and got the trash, took it to her house for him. Dumb man, I hope our house burned to the damn ground. My kid tell that shit never go in my house. Right. They get that shit, I talk to him and tell him, I said, listen, this don't make you no better, this don't do nothing for you. That shit went right in my garbage. Her dumb ass sister drove way across there and got it out my trash can and take it to her house. That shit ain't gonna do nothing for her.
No.
My kid told, they didn't bring that shit in there. They were way before I met any of y'all. Right now, remember, don't it? Got that in the truck, they were happy hell. That shit went right in the trash. Explain to them, listen, you don't need this. It don't make you no better, no worse. In the trash. Yep. That kid, you don't told to that shit, ain't like, that shit in the trash. And not coming to him.
All right.
You can go visit that shit at the city dump somewhere.
That's right.
It's not gonna be him.
That's right.
But before I even learned about all the, it's just, you start watching these people. These people, they got a whole nother agenda. You know, we keep thinking, oh, it's something for the kid. The easiest way to trap you is with your kids. Mm-hmm. Come on, all I got to do is say, listen, it's for the kids. They'll use, that's why you have your kids selling shit. You don't even know what your kid be selling shit for sometimes. You just always trying to tell you, they'll use us. They know our hearts open for kids. They got them kid mark. They going to make some people get where they going. Not me. My heart's stony and hard.
That's right.
Hell, I'm going to give them, you know what happened? Them kids came into school, them murdering, lying, thieving, whoever bastard, came in and gunned them kids down. Wrong. You ain't going to believe how they stopped them with a damn gun. The hell I'm going to give mine up for? Next time when I'm shooting, maybe I'll get a chance to kill their ass.
That's right.
So I can help the kids.
That's right.
It's for the kids.
For the kids.
Ain't that right? That's it's for the kids.
For the kids.
I can catch one of them kids, get ready to go into school and shoot them kids, I can blow their ass away. It's for the kids.
That's right.
Come on, people. It's got to be about the kids.
It's got to be about the kids.
Ain't that right? I want to help the kids too. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
That's amazing. Nobody run there and stop them with no prayer. Everybody run and stop these shooters have a gun.
Had a gun.
So why the hell I'm going to give them mine?
It don't make sense.
I'm trying to help stop these killers too.
That's right.
I don't get the logic. Show me another way to run there and stop them from shooting. Other than you have a gun. You know they'll even use fire to put out fire. What the hell I'm going to get my gun up for? All these arsons, you ain't trying to get my matches. These people wasting my time.
Waste of time.
They ain't even intelligent enough. This stuff makes no sense.
Don't make sense.
Come on, let's finish. I'll get y'all out of here. What I got y'all holding for me? Your Ukanine? 539. So I'll get y'all out of here. Goodness, man, they get me going up here. These folks thinking me hate teachers. They're not hate teachers, they love teachers. All I'm trying to do is help my people to think. And be a free thinker.
That's right.
Don't even let me, just think for yourself. These people, when you look at how dangerous these people are, simple 4-leaf clover. Simple wearing green is what? Because that's the same thing they did when they went in the house of ball. They all had to wear their colors.
Yep, that's right.
They get you every time. They got their wearing pink for Valentine.
Yep.
All this shit, this is the array. This is the clothing of these people.
Yep.
They got you wearing green for St. Patrick's. If you got on green because you just wearing green, that deal. But some of y'all think it's slick. I know your ass wear green try to be slick.
Yep.
I know some of y'all. I know y'all. Y'all don't fool me. I know some of y'all had just ease in now. You don't even realize you're a part of representing the Trinity.
Yep.
And the book done told her, listen, he told you, one, no God with me.
No.
I stretched forth the Shamayim. I spread abroad the Arise.
By myself.
He said, there wasn't no God. Why would I be walking around with a damn 3-leaf clover? The clover not a sin is when you doing it with them. Then they go have you to donate some money. And I remember they had the shit on the doors.
Yeah.
Little green clovers at school. You're sitting here going along with the lie. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Just damn. Y'all going to research behind me, right? Y'all ain't going to let me get away with it. Look up what the clover is for me. Well, I don't want to just throw it. While they read, they can come back and let them know. Because some of them lazy. They go, you good, preacher, whatever you say. If that's the case, he want to left up the book.
Yeah.
He don't want no more. The book said he no more. Everybody said no Yahuwah. He's all going to know me from the least to the great. He don't want that no more. Nobody talking about, my preacher told me, no, I don't want you to do that. I want you to know it for yourself.
That's right.
That way when you move on your own.
Yes, sir.
When you believe it because I know that's what it is.
That's right.
Let's see what it, come on, finish 539. Yehukanan. Listen to the book.
Search the scriptures, for in them ye think ye have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me.
So Yahusha, Musha, all of them were talking about him. He said every one of them were talking about me. But listen what happened. And
you will not come to me that you might have life.
You see that? It took a while, but everybody eventually had to come, didn't it?
Yeah.
Once the family get deep enough, once enough start hitting and the whole of rocks get it, everybody had to come see.
They had to come.
Y'all know that? Eventually, y'all believe when I tell y'all this. Listen, y'all gonna listen. We're gonna pack this place out.
Pack it out.
Cause when that family start hitting these people, they gonna see ain't nowhere to go.
That's right.
Ain't but a few locations they gonna be to come get help from. Ain't nothing else out here.
That's right.
These people don't move, man. Listen, London Bridge is falling down. Ain't nothing else out here. They go, I don't like the way he say shit. How you want me to say shit? It's still diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
It don't matter. Shit. How you want me to say it? I can't say it in so many ways.
That's right.
Shit. How you want it? That'd be concerning if I'm committing sin.
That's right. That's right.
I'm trying to enlighten, trying to help my people. I'm trying to break them phobias. White folk gave them. Now, some of them I got to hear them. Ooh, y'all done overbroke the phobia. They think I don't know them. Some of the folk, I'm good. We got the phobia. We got the idea. I'm trying to get these people to just break their madness. Their fear need to be making sure you don't transgress against this. The shit you worry about it's white folks shit. They make up stuff and they going.
Yeah.
You been separated. You got gods to these people. The whole time you blaspheme, you call out the name of these fake ass gods.
Yep.
That bad. Your law told it shouldn't even come out your mouth. You ain't worried about that.
I ain't worried about that.
I don't want to miss them say shit and damn, but you call on their gods. Right. Damn Hercules, everything he done told you not to do. I'm calling just to let you know all the shit you around here doing, you ain't got no business calling on.
That's right.
They done told you Superman or God.
That's right.
What the hell you calling on him for? They ain't got no problem with that though.
They ain't got a problem.
They ain't no sin.
Hey,
they don't like that.
They don't like it.
Hayward hit me. Hayward said, who don't like it? Hayward said, I need names. Who are these people don't like it? I said, they don't like that here. Come on, finish this up.
I receive not honor from Anashim.
Listen what happened.
But I know you, that ye have not the love of Elohim in you.
Tell them why.
I am come in my Abba's name.
And what happened?
And you receive me not.
What happened?
If another shall come in his own name,
what happened?
Him you will receive.
You know what's amazing with that? It was people try to go around Yahusha. You know why? They ain't believe it. He came in Pharaoh's name.
Yeah.
But they ain't believe it. Why you think they went to Pharaoh?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
They ain't believe it.
I don't feel like you the ruler. So they went around him. He said, but you don't believe me though. But if another came in his own name, you'll believe him.
Yep.
Listen.
How can ye believe?
That do what?
Which receive honor one of another.
What happened?
And seek not the honor that cometh from Elohim only.
Which is equivalent to Pharaoh. You know when he told a man about looking at somebody, Yahusha never put his name in the head, did he? He just told him, find you somebody. Look through there and get somebody that can sell this stuff, that's smart enough to put this stuff. That man, listen. Since you the one saw it, you don't want to know what to do. It ought to make sense to put you over it.
That's right.
I mean, if you insist. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it if you just want me to do it. But first he wanted to do it. Look and see who you can find. Listen.
Do not think that I will accuse you to the Abba.
Tell him why.
There is one that accuseth you.
Who?
Even Mashah, in whom ye trust.
Listen what happened.
For had ye believed Mashah,
what you would have did?
You would have believed me.
Tell him why.
For he wrote of me.
See that? He was talking about me. We'll finish up this Abarim 3 and 1 so I can get through and get y'all out of here. Yahuwah willing. I will read 3 and 1. We had to go all the way around the rocks and come back. Still right, though. This is 3 and 1. I will read. Listen to the book.
Wherefore, Kadosh Aki, partakers of the Shamayim calling,
See that? What happened?
considered the apostle and Rosh Kohan of our profession, Mashiach Yahusha,
What happened?
who was faithful to him that appointed him,
See that? He was faithful to him that called him. Listen what happened.
as also Moshe was faithful in all his house.
See that? We got somebody to judge him by. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
And just like Mushah was faithful in all his house. That's why they want to build a temple back up for him. Listen.
For this Ish was counted worthy of more kabul than Moshe.
See that? And he was counted more honor, more glory. Isn't that right? Than Mushah. So we got somebody that was greater than Mushah. They told you. If you go back and search the scripture, you will see for yourself. Mushah was talking about me. Listen.
Inasmuch as he who hath builded the house hath more honor than the house.
Listen.
For every house is builded by some Ish.
Tell me what happens,
But
son.
he that buildeth all things is Elohim.
Yeah.
And Moshe verily was faithful in all his house,
He was truly faithful in all his house. What happened?
as a servant for a testimony of those things which were to be spoken after.
What happened?
But Mashiach, as a being over his own house,
See that? As a son over his own house.
whose house are we.
See that? That's who done built us. That's who made us. The book told you, know you that Yahuwah, he is Elohim. It is he that had, what was it? And not. That's right. So he ought to get more honor. He should get the honor from us. That's what we're looking at now. The book told us that the person that built the house should get more honor because he the one that he constructed, put it up. Well, that's the whole purpose of what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to demonstrate the beauty of these houses. Same way when he brought out, when he tried to get Adam to come out, he wanted to demonstrate their beauty. It was going to give him glory. He was going to get the kabul from it. The same way him coming light and instructing us and reconstructing us. So when people see, the book told you, let your soul shine on the right. So what happened? So when I'm typically when I'm gonna want to show you all festivals, different times, and what they gonna do when they see your tower work? They gonna glorify the man who built the house. Y'all understand that now? That's the whole purpose of enlightening you, making you all order by your behavior. So when people see it, I'm gonna get the glory because I built the house. When people arrive, they say, "Wow, that house is beautiful." Man, who built that? That's only he put it up like that. I already know when people say this out beautiful, you're going to have to think about the maker. That's already not major. That's the way I created you. So when people see you, they give me the glory. You see how that makes sense now to send the son? So when people see him being demonstrated, he'll get the glory. Yes, sir. How should you understand that? As a man. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. That's how important it is for us to know this information and look at exactly what he's done. How he's put us together, how he's constructed us. Y'all got it? So he'll get the glory. That's good.